Think about the stuff that we throw away, especially the tough, worn out things that have done their job. A bicycle chain is a perfect example. It's all hardened steel links designed for one purpose: to transfer energy from the pedals to the wheels. After thousands of miles, it gets stretched and worn and gets replaced. Most of the time, it ends up in a scrap bin. But there is a certain kind of maker who looks at that pile of dull, greasy chains and sees something else. They see a material with history, with a built-in structure, and a surprisingly elegant form. Using old bicycle chains to make Christmas decorations isn't just recycling, it is a complete reinvention. It's about taking something purely mechanical and utilitarian and forcing it to become something delicate, celebratory, and full of light. The process starts with the cleanup. That is the first transformation. A chain fresh off white is covered in grime and old lubricant. Cleaning it reveals the actual material, the dark gunmetal gray of the steel, the precise shape of each interlocking link. Once it's clean, you're not looking at the trash anymore. You're looking at hundreds of identical small metal loops. They're rigid, but because of their design, they can also be linked and shaped. This is where the creativity kicks in. By linking those chains together in new ways, or by carefully building and welding them, you can suggest familiar shapes. A series of chains linked end to end and curved into a circle becomes a wreath. But it is not a soft green wreath. It is a wreath that carries the memory of motion and friction. Each link is a little gear tooth in a machine that no longer exists. You can build a Christmas tree silhouette by layering shorter and shorter strands of chain, creating an angular, industrial-looking tree that's both stark and beautiful. With some careful welding, you can form a star. The chains give it a jagged, textured outline, like a star seen through a frost-covered window. But the real magic happens when you combine the industrial material with the traditional elements of Christmas. This is the clash that makes it interesting. You take this tough, grey, cold chain and you wrap it in with a string of warm, white LED fairy lights. The light catches every edge of every link, casting dozens of tiny, sharp shadows. It transforms the chain from a dead machine part into a lacework of light and dark. You might hang delicate glass ornaments within the loops of a chain wreath. The fragility of the glass against the unbreakable steel creates a tension that is really compelling. Or you might spray a light dusting of faux snow over a chain sculpture, letting it settle in the creases, softening its hard edges just for the season. The philosophy here is pretty straightforward. It is about seeing potential where most people see an endpoint. It honors the original life of the object, a bicycle chain that carried someone on adventures, commutes, or simple rides around the block, and it gives it a second chance, peaceful life, and a piece of celebration. There is a quiet humor in it, taking this symbol of effort and forward motion and turning it into a stationary object of contemplation for the holidays. Decorations made from materials like this have a different weight to them, both physically and emotionally. They are not disposable, they are substantial. You will remember where they came from. They start conversations. They feel authentic because they are authentic. They are made from something that was genuinely used up. In a season that can sometimes feel dominated by mass-produced shiny plastic, a decoration made from a reclaimed bicycle chain has a grounded, honest character. It is a reminder that beauty and holiday spirit don't have to come from a store. They can come from the garage, from a bit of ingenuity, and from looking at the familiar world in a slightly different way. So, what is the appeal of an idea like this? Is it the sustainable aspect of giving old metal a new purpose? The interesting industrial meets festive aesthetic it creates? Or the simple satisfaction of making something unique from something discarded? Let me know what you think in the comments below. So until next time, happy decorating.